Hi everyone, welcome to David Ching's Mandarin Impossible channel. In the last videos, we learned how to pronounce the consonants and vowels in Hanyu Pinyin. Now, by using different combinations of the consonants and vowels, you can learn to pronounce all the characters in the Mandarin Chinese language. In today's video, I will introduce the Pinyin rules for you. Do you know how many sounds are made in Mandarin Chinese using the consonants and vowels we have learned? Let me tell you the answer by using the pinyin table of the consonants and vowels. In this pinyin table, the consonants are in the green row on the left side, and the vowels are in the red row across the top. The consonants and vowels could combine to make over 800 sounds like what you see on the table. But actually, there are only 410 possible sounds in Hanyu Pinyin. Further, each of the 410 sounds may be pronounced 5 different ways, identified by the 4 tone marks. But the 410 sounds in the pinyin table are all represented in the neutral tone, which has no tone mark. Don't be scared by the number of sounds in this pinyin table. You can understand and pronounce most of the sounds represented in this pinyin table without coaching, except for a few sounds. There are a few sounds you will need my coaching to pronounce. They are marked with a yellow color in this pinyin table. I will explain them to you when I teach the following pinyin rules. There are only 5 rules that you need to remember in order to master all the sounds in this pinyin table. Rule 1 gives you the most common way to represent the sounds of Mandarin Chinese characters. The most common and basic way to use pinyin to represent the sounds of Mandarin Chinese characters is the consonant plus vowel pattern. For example, the consonant symbol on the screen is pronounced he. The vowel symbol on the screen is pronounced on. So, if you combine the consonant he and the vowel on together and pronounce it with the first tone, it is pronounced hong. Hong. Let's see another example. The consonant symbol on the screen is pronounced ke, and the vowel symbol on the screen is pronounced wang. So, if you combine the consonant ke and the vowel wang together and pronounce it with the first tone, it is pronounced kwang. Kwang. Rule 2 gives you the exception to Rule 1. In Rule 1, we learn the consonant plus vowel pattern to represent the sounds of Mandarin Chinese characters. But there are 12 vowels that can individually represent the sounds of Mandarin Chinese characters. The 12 vowels on the screen do not need a consonant to represent the sounds of Mandarin Chinese characters. They are a, o, I, a, ao, o, an, ang, Here are some examples of the characters' pronunciation represented by vowels only. They are a, I, ao, ang, Rule 3 gives you some consonant plus vowel combinations that have unique pronunciation. There are 9 consonant plus vowel combinations with unique pronunciation. There are 7 consonants on the screen. They are zh, sh, sh, z, z, s. When these consonants are combined with the vowel e, the pronunciation does not change. These combinations are pronounced as the original consonant-only sound. They are still pronounced zh, sh, sh, z, z, s, s. The eighth combination is the consonant E combined with the vowel an. It is not pronounced yan. It is pronounced yen, yen. The pronunciation of yen is just like the vowel symbol you see on the screen. The ninth combination is the consonant E combined with the vowel It is not pronounced ye. It is pronounced ye, ye. The pronunciation of ye is just like the vowel symbol you see on the screen. These 9 consonant plus vowel combinations are in the highlighted boxes. You must pay attention to their pronunciations. Rule 4 tells you when to omit the 2 dots above the vowel symbol yu. There are 16 cases to omit 2 dots above the vowel symbol yu in consonant plus vowel combinations. When the vowel yu and the vowels yue, yuan, and yun, which begin with the symbol yu, are combined with each of the consonants ji, qi, xi, or yi, the 2 dots above the vowel symbol yu should be omitted. After omitting the dots above the symbol yu, the vowels look like what you see on the screen. For example, when the consonant ji combined with the vowel yu, yue, yuan, or yun, the combinations are represented as ju, jue, juan, jun, without 2 dots above the vowel. When the consonant qi combined with the vowel yu, yue, yuan, or yun, the combinations are represented as chu, chue, chuan, chun, without the 2 dots above the vowel. When the consonant xi combined with the vowel yu, yue, yuan, or yun, the combinations are represented as shu, xue, xuan, xun, without the 2 dots above the vowel. When the consonant yi combined with the vowel yu, yue, yuan, or yun, the combinations are represented as yu, yue, yuan, yun, without 2 dots above the vowel. Inside the highlighted boxes are the 16 cases to omit the 2 dots. You must also pay attention to their pronunciations. Rule 5 tells you where to put the tone marks. First, the 4 tone marks are always written above the symbols for the vowels a, o, e, i, u, or yu. Therefore, before you add a tone mark, you need to look for the symbol a, o, e, i, u, or yu. For example, there are several combinations on the screen. Before adding the tone mark, look for the symbol a, o, e, i, u, or yu on each combination, and then put the tone mark over it. Please note that if the tone mark is placed on the symbol E, the dot above the symbol E is omitted and replaced by the tone mark. Second, if the combination of the consonant and vowel has more than 1 symbol from a, o, e, i, u, and yu, then follow the symbol priority sequence, like what you see on the screen. First, a, o, e, and then i, u, or yu to put the tone mark. For example, on this screen, the combinations representing each sound contain more than 1 symbol from a, o, e, i, u, and yu. According to the tone mark priority sequence, each sound will be marked as you see on the screen. Third, please remember that if the vowel contains the symbols i and u together, like yo or wei, always put the tone mark above the letter symbol u or i. For example, The two sounds on the screen contain both symbol E and U together. If you put the tone mark on each sound's letter symbol, it will be marked as you see on the screen. This is the end of the Hanyu Pinyin Rule class for today. See you next time. Bye! Hi everyone, welcome back to David Ching's Mandarin Impossible channel. In the last video, you learned the pronunciation for the consonants. In today's video, I will introduce the vowels of the Hanyu Pinyin phonetic system. There are 35 possible vowels in Hanyu Pinyin phonetic system. I have classified the 35 vowels into 10 parts. Here they are. The vowels are divided into 10 parts in relation to how you use your mouth, tongue, and lips to articulate and pronounce the sounds. On the screen, from part 1 to part 10 are all the vowels. Part 1 to part 7 are the basic vowels. Part 8 to part 10 are vowels that begin with part 1 vowels, E, U, and Ü. Now, let's start to learn how to pronounce these vowels together. In part 1, there are 3 symbols. Please keep your tongue flat in your mouth and pay attention to the shape of your lips when you make each sound. Please watch and pronounce it after me. E, E, U, U, Ü, Ü. In part 2, there are 3 symbols. When you make the sound for these 3 symbols, please keep your tongue flat in your mouth and pay attention to the shape of your lips. In addition, the distance between your lips is different when you make the sound for each symbol. Do not change the shape formed by your lips, and do not move your chin when you make each single sound. That is to say, keep the same height and width formed by your lips when pronouncing. Please watch and pronounce it after me. A, A, O, O, In part 3, there are 2 symbols. For these 2 symbols, please keep your tongue flat in your mouth and pay attention to the shape of your lips. As you make the sound, you need to change the shape formed by your lips and the position of your chin. The shape formed by your lips changes from beginning to end. These 2 symbols both end with the sound E. Please watch and pronounce it after me. I, A, A. In part 4, there are 2 symbols. For these 2 symbols, please keep your tongue flat in your mouth and pay attention to the shape of your lips. As you make the sound, you need to change the shape formed by your lips and the position of your chin. The shape formed by your lips changes from beginning to end. These 2 symbols both end with the sound U. Please watch and pronounce it after me. Ow, ow, o, o. In part 5, there are 2 symbols. For these 2 symbols, please pay attention to the movement of your tongue. Each of these symbols has a little nasal sound at the end, made by touching your tongue to the roof of your mouth directly behind your front teeth. The nasal sound is formed in the front part of your nose. Please watch and pronounce it after me. An, an, an. In part 6, there are 3 symbols. For these 3 symbols, try to keep the same height and width formed by your lips when pronouncing. As you pronounce them, do not change the shape formed by your lips, and do not move your chin as you make each single sound. Each of these symbols has a very strong nasal sound at the end, made by lifting the back of your tongue up to the roof of your mouth. The nasal sound is formed in the back part of your nose. Please watch and pronounce it after me. Ang, ang, ong, ong. In part 7, there is only one symbol. For this symbol, roll up your tongue to pronounce it. Please watch and pronounce it after me. In part 8, there are 9 symbols. All the sounds of these 9 symbols begin with the sound E. Please watch and pronounce it after me. Ya, ya, ye, ye, yao, yao, yo, yo, yen, yen, in, yang, yang, yong, yong, in. In part 9, there are 7 symbols. All the sounds of these 7 symbols begin with the sound U. Please watch and pronounce it after me. Wa, wa, wo, wo, wai, wai, wei, wei, wan, wen, wang, wang. In part 10, there are 3 symbols. All the sounds of these 3 symbols begin with the sound Yu. Please watch and pronounce it after me. Yue, yue, yuan, yuan, yun, yun. From part 1 to part 10, we learned to pronounce 35 vowels. Now, let's have a quick review for all 35 vowels together. I, U, Ü, A, O, I, A, Ao, O, An, Ang, Ong, Ya, Ye, Yao, Yo, Yen, In, Yang, Yong, In, Wa, Wo, Wai, Wei, Wan, Wen, Wang, Yue, Yuan, Yun. This is the end of the vowels class for today. In the last video and this video, you learned the pronunciations of consonants and vowels in Hanyu Pinyin. In the next video, I will introduce the Hanyu Pinyin rules for you. I hope you enjoyed the class for today. See you next time. Bye!